Chromebook.
Do what part?
Like, cause I had no clue how to read little guy.
Well, I'm kind of excited. I just got invited to this program where it's for a website. If I or if I ask good questions and it makes the website more like active, then they'll pay me.
Nice.
I'll try doing that for like a weekend. Put in like 16 hard hours and see how much money I can get rolling in.
Is it live right now?
I am. Yes, it is recording all my information, which I don't want it to record.
Well, I subscribe to you on my phone. So.
No, that's cool, dude. I appreciate it. This is going good. See, we're going really smooth until all those classes got dropped. And I was like, man.
Oh, yeah, it is really showing all your stuff.
Yeah. Alright! Boom! Oh, yeah. Look at this beast. Alright, I'm trying to get to. Alright. Alright, what's the first question say?
Let me exit out of YouTube. Get on Tuber.
Numero uno.
4 students graph one linear function each. Then it says rate, whatever that guy's name is. It says Cameron, Ellis, and Brandon. I already know it's Ellis, but
Well, what's the question? Show me the question again. Which
student linear equation? I mean linear function.
Oh, with a y-intercept of -4? Now you said it's Ellis. Which one's Ellis? Alright, good. Let's go. Good job. Yeah.
Come on, low. Should I just reload it or?
Yeah, give it a shot. Was that a touchscreen?
Yep.
That's fancy. That's cool.
Technically, it's a tablet, but it just has a keyboard and I can put my mouse on it. So
Yeah, that's really cool though.
no internet.
Uh-oh.
What do you mean?
Phone using all the internet.
You're cat, but it's not. Look at these lies. Bruh, I'm looking at my Wi-Fi box right now. It's fine.
Ah!
Ingenuity, stop hating. Now we wait. Ingenuity does load. I know that there's internet on my phone.
We're about to have the longest summer in history.
Yep. We're gonna have the longest, like, my drives are gonna be long.
When everybody comes back to school, they're gonna be so happy. Well, you'll be off in high school, so it won't be the same. Man,
Yeah.
that's kind of good though. New start. You gonna try out for any sports?
Probably.
Are you gonna go out for basketball?
Yeah, I'm gonna go for it. But
That coach is always on Twitter. Like he's hella active.
he's hard.
No, he's a cool coach. I met him when I coached football. He's a pretty cool, laid back, cool coach. But I'm saying he's on Twitter. I'll try to find his Twitter and send it to you if you want to follow him.
I only have Instagram and Snapchat.
Oh, you can download Twitter. Or hey, maybe you don't want to, but I bet you one thing. Maybe when maybe when you get on the team, you'll want to download it because they advertise all their fundraisers. That's why I bought that one shirt that says "Whole Squad Ready."
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a South Mountain basketball shirt. Like they sold those so they can go to New Mexico.
Oh.
Yeah, like they take a lot of trips. I mean, that's gonna be a huge blast if you can get ready, get in shape, get down there and play. You're a big body though, so I'm sure you'll be doing. I mean, I wish you the best of luck. How about that? Yeah, because you never want to tell people they're gonna make it if you don't know. So, but you're a big body, got a great try hard attitude. When you mess up, you get mad, which is good for all competitive people. Bless you.
It's mine. Look, it's gone. All the plates are free.
Hey, though.
Oh, because I turned off the right spot. I'm like, what is going on?
It's pretty dope. Numero dos.
I don't think I even play video games on my phone like that. No. I just stay on social media or watch YouTube.
Yeah, YouTube sucks my time. Like, if I watch YouTube videos, I just start, like, oh my god, it's already dinner time. Like, Vines. Oh my god.
You watch Vine?
Yeah, every I'd say every 2 months I find them. And I'll just watch, like, the best of February Vines, like, oh my god. Or just whatever the best Vines are, and I swear, I do not know why, like, 45 minutes just goes, just bam.
I watch people make stuff.
Oh, like what?
Like, wooden katanas and Star Wars guns and everything.
That's pretty cool. I'm trying to build this thing in my backyard, and I've been watching YouTube videos on how to do it, and that's pretty fun.
Meet my movie. Hey, Ellis. Next question. It says, what is the slope and the y-intercept of the line on the graph below?
Alright, so you know that for the y-intercept, we're just trying to find out where that line crosses the y-axis, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's -1 as far as I can tell. And then slope. Do you remember how to find your slope?
No.
Alright, do you see my YouTube? Or did you close it?
I had to close it.
Alright, do you think if you pull it back up, it'll mess up the internet again?
Nope.
Alright, pull it up real quick, and I'll
I'm not gonna be stupid and click anything from here.
don't pick any. Oops, was that one? Yeah, so if I do this just right, you'll be like, oh, I get the whole thing now. I'm nice. All right. So there's a delay, but I'll try to explain it anyway. So your graph runs from like that 4 to that 1, and it just keeps going, right? Bam, bam.
I can hear you.
All right, it'll show up. It's slow. I should have picked low latency. So now look, all you do to find the slope is draw you a fraction line, and then on the top, I'm gonna just draw this triangle with a y, which means change in y. That's not important to remember right now, but we're just gonna measure or count like from one point, which is that one y-intercept spot, and we're going to go to that 4 that crosses that line. And all we do is we're going to count down 1. And since that's down 1, that's -1. The negative for the down and 1 for the amount. So I'm just going to go over here and put -1 and then wait for that to catch up.
So we look at the fraction line.
Well, no, I'm telling you to find the slope. What you want to do is draw that fraction line. Right, and then on the top, I put -1 there because over here on your line, it goes down -1 space. And you see how if I go down that 1 spot, I'm even with the line crossing over here there at that 4 spot.
Oh.
Yeah?
Yeah.
This is probably pretty close to what Miss Randall taught you guys with the Pythagorean triangle.
Mhm.
Yeah, okay, good. This is the same thing. So now, that's the top. And we always put the up and down change, on the top. That's why I put that triangle y, which means change in y. And now we're just going to count from that little center spot, because that's where we're at now. We're going to count over to the 4, which is just 1, 2, 3, 4. And because we went right, that's a positive. And because, yep, exactly. And then what is, let me add the change in x here, and my handwriting is terrible. But what is -1 divided by 4? Well, it's just, -1/4. So that's your slope.
So the slope is -1/4.
Yep, and you already told me the y-intercept, right? -1.
-1.
Nope. Hold on. You are correct with the slope. It's -1/4. Good.
Mhm.
All right, and then -1. What was that -1? Do you remember what you called it?
The y-intercept.
There you go, the y-intercept. And also, I'm just gonna put this in here. It's also, my equal sign is gonna be crooked, but we also call it the b. And the reason I'm showing you this is because when you write your equations, we do so y equals mx plus, it's coming. Let's see if this makes sense. I'm gonna stop talking, let it breathe.
-1 equals y-intercept equal b. Y equal mx plus b. So the y-intercept, which equals b, will be -1, and y equals
Sorry, I forgot the x in there.
So it'll be -1/4 minus -1.
Right, but I forgot to put x. It's coming right now. But you're absolutely right. Just remember, you're really good at finding the intercept, so that's good. That's your b, and you see that that's why I just put -1. And then when you find your slope, that's what goes right there in front of the x.
Okay. So then, would it be -3/4?
Nope. Just like that.
That's the answer.
I can't see your answers, but it should be.
It's only 10 o'clock.
Maybe she woke up early. All right. All right. See. Look. Right. Yes. Can you see the answer?
This one.
Oh.
Slope equals -1 y-intercept 1.
I meant yes. That's correct. I put -1 because for some reason I thought it was -1, but it was +1. Yep. -1/4 and the y-intercept is 1. That's it.
My arm's gonna get tired of this. Let's recalculate. Which graph? Why are you reading this, my God?
Which is the graph of the linear function that represents the equation 1/2 x minus 2, right? 1/2 x minus 2.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Well, I wrote that huge. All right. So look, just go find a graph with at least you gotta have a y-intercept of -2, right? So it's not that one. Does that one have a y-intercept of -2?
Wait. Okay, that's the first one.
I'm asking you. I saw it.
Y-intercept. I'm trying to look at the screen and the.
Yeah.
No.
Right? No. And now look, you're looking for -2 on the y-intercept.
That means it has to go down.
Keep
right?
going. Yep. Not the line down, but negative. Like you see that one right there.
Hmm?
See how the line crosses at -2?
Yeah.
That's what we're looking for. That one, or maybe this one below. What's that one below? Right. Now we have to figure out which one it is, but both of those two bottom ones have -2. Now, which one has a slope of right 2 up 1? Yeah, basically, you want to pick.
For the one that's on top of this one.
Show me again. Yep, that is right. So you figured out what I meant by right 2 up 1.
Yeah.
Good job. That's what we're looking for.
It's loading because our superior intellect is destroying it.
Yeah.
We're not gonna.
Hurt its feelings.
It's like recalculating. Easily graph the equation 3x plus 1 as shown below.
3x plus 1. Got it.
Which describes Kelly's error?
Oh, made a mistake. Alright, just look at the graph. 3x plus 1. What's wrong? Just look at the graph. Don't worry about the answers right now. The y.
It's not 3x plus 1.
Right. And you can tell that right away because it doesn't cross at the
1.
Alright, go ahead. Find your answer. You got this.
Easily graph the y x axis. Nope. Easily graph the slope. Number C.
Let's see. Keeley graphed the slope as one right as up one, right one instead of up one. That could work. Where else is the? Ooh, did he reverse the? Well, Keeley graphed the slope as the y-intercept and the y-intercept as the graph. What it was 3x plus 1. Look at D.
Okay.
Read D and check out the graph and the equation.
Easily graph the slope as the y-intercept and the y-intercept as the slope.
Right, so it says the slope is, well, our equation says the slope is 3, but where did Easily put the y-intercept?
-3.
No.
Oh, no. He put it on 3.
Right, but it should be at 1. Now, look at the slope of our line. The slope of the graph is 1, and our y-intercept is
3.
I don't want to be too confusing, but what's the y-intercept of the graph that he was supposed to do?
1.
You see how? What did he do there?
He put the 3 where the 1 is supposed to. Wait, no, he put the line on 3 and it should have been on 1.
There you go. He switched them, right?
Yeah.
There you go. And that's what that last one should say. It should say he switched them.
Okay. Eric earns a weekly salary and a commission on each item that he sells. The equation y equals 10x plus 50 represents the amount of money that Eric earns weekly. Bailey earns a greater weekly salary than Eric, but the same commission rate. At the same man, which graph could represent the amount of money that Bailey earns weekly? Why? Based on the number of items sold. X.
Yeah, that one's a tough one, and I actually got that same one on the YouTube video I just published. But if we look here, right, it goes. Which it said that Bailey had the same salary, right? But what was the difference?
The commission rate is higher. Oh wait, no. It says Bailey earns a greater salary, but her commission
rate
is the same.
So here's the question. I'm gonna simplify the question for you and see if you can figure it out. They're basically just asking you to compare Bailey with Eric, but Eric, they gave you the equation, and Bailey, they gave you the graph. And they're asking you which one could be Bailey's graph.
Oh. Okay. Let me see where can I put. So Eric's salary would be 10x or 10.
All right, let's review. They both had the same salary.
No. They both had the same commission.
All right. So if they had the same commission, that would mean that their slopes are the same, right? Okay, so, but Bailey makes more money, so Bailey's B-intercept, or I'm sorry, Bailey's Y-intercept has to be what?
Greater than Eric's.
There you go. So you gotta go look for something. I think it was 50. I can't remember the exactly, but you gotta go look for something higher than 50 on the Y-intercept.
Are you saying I'm playing games on the computer? No. Why can't you just mind your own business? Cap, you're lying. I think it's A.
Alright, what's A say? You got 10x and the y-intercept is... So, does it go up 10 for every one it goes right? You remember that? So, if it goes from 0 to 5... Oh yeah, that would make sense. Your b-intercept is above 50, and it does go up 10 for every one right. Do it! Test it out. Pardon me, I'm burping.
You said test it out?
No. Go, no, I think you're good.
Oh. This question.
Is it an oldie but a goodie?
Yes.
Oh, these are fun ones.
Y minus 120. Or 1.5 20. I mean 120. 1 over 20.
Mm-hmm.
X plus 10 represents gallons of gasoline that remain in Michelle's car after she drives X mile, which graph represents this equation.
Well, the first thing, I always look at the y-intercept, and I just eliminate everything that doesn't have that plus 10 on the y-intercept.
So eliminate all this stuff.
Yeah, and then the hard part is the negative 1/20th, right? So basically that means 20 right, 1 down. So you got to look for one that goes down 1 for every 20 it goes right.
I say it's B.
All right, B's got. Is that the one you're on right there?
Mm-hmm.
Well, does that have a plus 10 on his y-intercept?
Plus.
Yeah, look at that y-intercept. Yeah.
Nope, never mind.
Yep.
A.
The A one. Well, A's got the plus 10 on the y-intercept, good. And then let's see, it goes. Well, and look at it goes right 1, but that's not right 1. That's 20 actually, because we're looking at the bottom, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, does it go from 10 to 9? Like, just trace that 20 up, and if it hits at about 9, I think you're right.
No.
Look again. I think it does. It's like right in the middle of 10 and 8, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's good.
Okay. That's a wage goes. Miss Jacobson asked her students to write a word problem that describes the graph below. This problem accurately describes the graph.
Yeah, so what I would do is before that I even look at the answers, just look at the graph. What's the equation? So like what would be the y-intercept?
8.
So we know our equation is going to be y equals something x plus 8. And then what any clues for the slope?
Okay, going down to 4.
Let's see, going down to 4. But so, now look, perfect time to show you something. Remember that fraction line I told you?
Yeah.
Either write a fraction line or imagine this. How many does it go down? It goes from 8 to what?
4.
No, that's you're tracing the diagonal. Can you see my YouTube still? Oops, let me do a better job.
Okay, I'm looking at it.
All right, so I mean, again, we're a little behind, but don't worry, you'll see what I'm talking about. So I basically drew it, and you'll notice that it goes from 8 all the way down to it's way behind. Nope, here it comes. I'm drawing. See me drawing that triangle now. Boom.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. So it goes from there. You go. It's going to go from 8 all the way to 0, and so that since we're going down from the 8, that'll be down 8, and then we're going to go right to the 4, which that's your slope, and then negative 8 divided by 4 is
2. Yeah, 2.
not 2, but negative 2.
Oh, negative 2.
Yeah, so our slope is negative 2, and our y-intercept is 8, so it's going to be y equals negative 2x plus 8. So now read your options and see if you can find something that looks like that.
So we just eliminate Melinda and Lois.
Because they're not even part of it?
Yeah.
I'm not sure, but probably. So what you're looking for right here is because your intercept is 8, you're looking for something that already exists that is just 8. And then you want to look for something that's losing 2 a day. Losing 2.
Jamie.
Yeah, that's what I saw too. I agrees.
Because she's paying $2.
Yeah.
At breakfast, a restaurant charges $2 for the first cup of orange juice and $1 for each refill. Which graph represents this situation? You got this graph, this one, and that one.
Right. So which one sounds like a y-intercept?
1.
No, I mean, like up there in the direction that says they charge you $2, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then $1 for every refill. So, which one, 2 or 1 sounds like the y-intercept?
Well, 2.
Yep. So you want to eliminate everything that doesn't have a 2 on the y-intercept, or doesn't cross at 2. And then you're looking for a slope of 1, which is right 1 up 1, right 1 up 1.
One of the ones on the bottom.
Looks good right there, huh?
Yeah. A sand dune stands 5 feet above sea level. The hill is eroding at a rate of 1 foot per 20 years. Let y represent the height of the sand dune after x years. Which equation represents the situation?
So again, try to identify Which one of those sounds like the height that it starts at?
5 feet.
Above, right? Or below the
Above.
Right. So look for an equation with a +5. And then, what are you looking for? How many meters does it lose a year?
20 years. Wait, it rolls out 1 foot per 20 years.
Alright, so are you looking for negative 20x or negative 1/20th x?
Negative 120.
That's right. Negative 1/20. Because you wouldn't. No, you can't erode 20 feet a year. It makes no sense. So.
Finally, number 10.
Numero 10.
Adriana, right? I don't think that's how you say her name, but I don't care. Writes the equation y equals 2x plus 4 to represent a line on the graph. Henry writes an equation that has a y-intercept that is 1 unit lower on the graph, but the same slope as Adriana's line. Which is Harry's equation?
What do you think? I told you.
D.
D?
Yep.
It said 1 lower, right? What was her equation? 2x plus 4. What's 1 lower than 4, bro?
3.
I thought you said something else. You started to worry me. Yeah, it would be C. Alright, what we got? You scared?
Yep.
100. And you would not believe my phone is down to 5% battery. Whoa.
Your phone's at 5%?
Yes. Now, before I go, though, look. Like 4 or 5 of those questions that you had on your quiz were the same ones I had on my quiz. And I'm not showing all that boring stuff anymore. Cool?
Cool.
So, if you ever mess it up with the quiz, you might want to start with the video because I'm skipping all the boring stuff now.